Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
I'm Nobu.
And today we are going to be watching The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4. So, last episode had some mixed reviews. I know some of you guys really liked it, some of you guys didn't. I thought it was interesting. I understand how you didn't though. Definitely, because it did deviate from Mando a lot. And it was focusing on some other characters. But I do think it's interesting, and I'm very curious to see where we go. Like, are we going to pick back up with, like, the Empire? I think she was a double agent. Maybe not. But that whole storyline, or are we just going to pick up with Grogu? We also had, like, Bo Katan kind of sticking to the creed because she hadn't taken off her helmet and becoming one of the children of the Watch, at least for now.
Yeah, thinking about it.
So I don't know. There's some really interesting ways the show could go, and I'm really kind of excited to see. So yeah, as always, full length reactions up at the Patreon. The next week's reaction, we're obviously gonna be watching this next week too, so feel free to hang around, stick with us. And yeah, thank you guys just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you stick around because we would love to have you. And let's just get into The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4.
Submission.
That's sick. Damn. He's slapping people's helmets.
Holy. Wonder how their financial situation is, you know? Because, like, if they're able to, like, train like this, it's got to be pretty decent.
I guess so. So I guess they all just do bounties?
Also, what does the, so, wait, the blasters are, like, do they have like, ammunition and stuff?
Yeah,
like
they
that,
do,
right?
right? Kind of sorts.
Playtime's over.
Oh, yeah, and isn't he technically, like, a foundling, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm always unclear about, is it's like, okay, is Baby Yoda a child or not? You know what I mean? Like,
well, I feel like it depends.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, can he understand things and he just can't speak because nobody ever taught him to speak?
To apprentice, he must learn.
Well, I mean, he's kind of OP.
He is too small.
Yeah,
Time
he
is
is.
Proceed.
They're like, what?
Darts. Bring the training darts.
Yeah, dude, he's just gonna punt him.
He is too young to speak the creed, and so too young to wear a helmet.
Then he's too young to fight.
That's my point, bro.
One does not speak unless one knows. Is that not the creed?
Well, I know.
Perhaps this lesson is for you then.
Ooh.
Fighters, arm yourselves.
You take it easy on him, kid.
Yeah, does he even need those darts? Like,
Each has 3 darts. You may fire the darts in any order. Score. 1 round. Highest score wins.
Okay.
He doesn't know how to fire darts.
He's got
He
this.
doesn't know how to speak.
Begin. Point.
Don't look at me, look
but
at
the
him.
thing is, like, this isn't fair if they have to utilize, because he hasn't utilized a weapon before, you know? He has no experience.
Yeah, we
with
gotta
that.
train him how to use these at least.
Yeah, because this is totally not fair.
Ready. Begin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right? I mean, you could force jump.
yeah.
Oh, get wrecked.
3 points.
One doesn't speak unless one knows.
I'm also interested in, like, how do people view people who can utilize the Force? You know what I'm saying? But, like, Grogu's not a Jedi.
Oh, what the heck?
It's a straight up dragon. Like,
What is happening? What the heck? I swear, this river this is like the most dangerous planet in the world. Oh, is he out of fuel?
is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
What?
it. Yeah. Or something. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a
Oh,
good
that's
shot.
an awesome shot.
I kept a high altitude and followed it to its lair. I know how to get there.
The mountains are too high. If we use jetpacks, the beast will hear.
Yeah, so use the...
These are no higher than the peaks of Karamorad. I used to climb them in basic training.
We must avoid explosives and blasters for the safety of the Foundling.
Well, do we know he's still alive even at this point?
Yeah, my thought is that, like, if he was
Doesn't it eat him?
gonna kill him, yeah, wouldn't he have killed him already, or
If you wish to become a Mandalorian,
Mandalorian?
I kind of want to see that, bro.
Like Yoda with like a small
Mando helmet.
Yeah.
this is the Forge. Just as we shape the Mandalorian steel, we shape ourselves.
Are we getting a... Oh,
Reveal weaknesses.
ooh. This is kind of like his flashbacks in season 1.
Yeah.
Dang.
Everything's gonna be alright, kid.
This is cool. Oh.
First time, I feel. Goodness.
Wow. This is cool. Oh my gosh. Wait, there's a freaking gunship?
Shoot.
They hit the engine! This is gonna get a little rough!
This is crazy.
Tunnel?
Oh, can they go? Okay, they can.
Yeah,
They
looks
can.
like
They can. I feel like this Jedi is not making it.
Yeah, probably not.
Kelrin or whatever his name is. Oh my gosh.
We're small enough, right?
Ooh. Whoa. Oh, that was sick.
Don't worry, we're gonna meet up with some friends of mine. But hold on, it's gonna be a bumpy landing.
All right, he's chilling. We're chilling.
They're right behind me.
What about the others?
There are no others.
You guys better hurry up.
Yeah. Oh shoot, shock troopers. That's so. I love seeing them in live action.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. That's a. Isn't that like a Nobu starfighter? I think so. The really shiny ones. Dang.
It is with these scraps of Beskar that I forged your next piece of armor. Mandalorian steel shall keep you safe as you grow stronger.
Where's that gonna go? Is it like a breastplate?
I guess so.
Well, as you grow into your station.
That's so massive.
It's like a shield.
Any closer and it will hear the ship.
Dang, we got a whole squadron of Mandos. This feels very much like a Western. Eating is going to be kind of awkward. Everybody turn around.
Can't they just lift their helmet a little bit? That's what Mando does.
That's true.
How do you eat when other people are around?
You don't. When you get your food, you go off to find a place where you can take off your helmet.
I guess not.
He drank a little bit, but
Yeah, he's been cheating though. Like I've seen him do it before.
You are the leader of the war party. You have the honor of staying by the fire.
okay, guys, this is just a little silly. Can we just we're all in the way. What if we take off our helmets around each other? I don't know.
For them, it's all in or not. So, yep.
That's awesome. And absolutely insane that they're scaling it.
That one dude, he's got to have freaking super strong.
Dang. I mean, look, they have grappling hooks, which helps a ton, but still.
Still, but they're basically free climbing. What is that thing? The like the belt ammunition thing. Is that actually like ammunition?
I don't think so.
I'm just curious.
Uh-oh. Does it have children?
I mean, it is a nest, right?
He's my son.
What?
What?
Hold up. What?
We should have said that before. And
Ragnar!
What the friggin'? Oh my gosh, bro.
shoot, yeah, bro.
Okay,
dude.
great. That was stupid. Freaking shoot it. What? Okay.
Careful.
Oh
dude.
my gosh.
This dude's being very rash right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Jeez.
Take my hand!
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
that's gonna be very difficult.
Ooh.
Nice, good to go for the eyes.
Holy cow. Get your gun out, bro. Take this thing down.
He might be out.
That's sick. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Okay. Dang.
Now you can start blasting it, right?
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
We don't need to.
Oh, sick.
I'm okay, Dad.
Thank you.
This is the way.
I feel like we should be clapping for them.
Yeah, ooh.
Crazy, man.
Mando carried a little bit.
You have honored
Bo Katan
your
too,
house and all of Mandalore.
We're gonna
Like train those?
those.
Shall I inlay the signet of the Night Owl?
Would it be acceptable to wear one pauldron of the Night Owl and another with the mythosaur?
This is really cool. I like that she like it's very different from what I expected
Her arc
from
to be kind of.
Bo Katan. You know, like it's very different.
Yeah.
What would you say if I told you I saw one?
Whoa.
I would say you are very lucky. It is a noble vision.
No. In real life.
I mean a real one.
When you choose to walk the way of the Mandalore, you will see many things. This is the way.
Like, does it matter if it's real or not?
That's true.
What does that mean? You know?
That was interesting.
Yeah, it felt like a little more of like a side, a little bit like a side
Mission.
plot or something, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I'm okay with it. I think that so far, and I want to give it time to kind of go where it's going, but I do think so far this season has felt a little bit scattered. It seems like they kind of don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, and like when I feel like
And so like in like bites, it's they're fine, but if you kind of look at it at like, oh, we're 4 episodes in and it's kind of just like, all right. Stuff,
I mean,
stuff just sort of keeps happening as opposed to there being like a kind of a larger, like, where are we going with this?
yeah, I mean, personally, like I'm used to that type of stuff, and I'm also, it's not like a big deal for me, and so I'm, you know, I usually don't really care. But I would hope that there is some sort of like hints as to like what the destination kind of is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
well, because
for
it's
right
like
now-
they want to have their cake and eat it too. That's what my thing is that it's not like they're just being like, oh, let's just have some fun and tell some like serial episodic kind of stories, because they are trying to build a larger story, and they are trying to do things that have to tie into the sequel trilogy, and they are trying to do things that tie in with Luke and all. And so it's like, you know, when you do that, when you open that door, you got to give it the justice it deserves. You know what I mean? When you bring in Bo Katan and bring in these larger ideas and the Darksaber and who's going to be the heir to man, right? Like they've opened up very like large sweeping topics. So it is no longer this little show as much anymore. And so then to go back to that out of nowhere is kind of like jarring a little bit.
Well, yeah, because you have an expectation as to like, well, you know, what about this? Like
of course.
The Bo Katan stuff. What about the, you know, even things I feel like in the first episode, it's kind of like, well, what? It feels like we traveled certain paths and then stopped halfway and went back and then traveled a different path. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, a little bit with like the pirate stuff, with the IG stuff, and then it's kind of like
even the Darksaber stuff.
Even if we go back to it, the way that they're doing it feels a little bit like we backtracked and then we totally split off.
Dude, it low key feels like a video game, and it feels like, you know what? Sometimes you're like, oh, this mission sucks.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm gonna dip and do something else. That's what it feels like a little bit.
Like we went on that pirate.
We started that pirate
mission?
quest, and then he's gonna pop up later.
Yeah,
because we didn't complete the next task.
We're like, I'm gonna do the Mandalorian quest now. I don't care.
Yeah,
you know, it's kind of like that.
So just a little bit. I mean, look, I still enjoyed it, and I like seeing Order 66 and the lore and stuff like that. But I think it's fair to be like, dude, a random creature out of nowhere just grabbing this guy is a little bit like, what? Like that's that.
Well, my thing is like, what is the? I'm trying to figure out like they're not as they're not clear with their like theme, like episodically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And their like goal, you know, are they trying to explain why Baby Yoda, you know, feels uncomfortable or something in his current state? Like, is that,
I don't know,
the thing? Or, but it feels like no, the whole dragon bird thing, like that didn't feel linked to it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I'm kind of like, well, what are you trying to tell me, show? You know, like what are we trying to do here? And that goes, you know.
Well, and like, even the last episode, it makes the last episode feel a lot more random as well. Where it's like, I thought like, okay, look, we're opening up new avenues. We're saying, hey, we've been talking about the Empire and stuff, and then we just kind of like didn't address it at the beginning of the season. So now we're gonna reopen that door. But then, to me, I'm like, you can't do that and then go a whole episode without coming back to that. Like if you're trying to widen the universe, which just seemed like what they were doing, which is why I kind of was excited. I was like, okay, look, we're going to see some different perspectives. We're going to see some characters, even if they're bad guys. Like we never see from the bad guy's perspective in this show. It's like very much Mando centric. So it was like, okay, look, we're going to open up a little bit more, but then you can't close back down, especially immediately after. That's like very jarring.
Or at least you got to have some sort of like indication of like, yes, it's continuing, but now we're going to like, you know, show this, you know what I'm saying? Not like an entire episode of something completely different. Because
that episode looks worse, and then it makes this episode look worse.
Yeah, because it just doesn't feel as like solid and like linked.
This season doesn't feel like a complete thing.
And like, which is
each episode
fine,
does
like separately, but like I feel like with, like you were saying, like with the Mandalorian and how it has gone, you know, in the recent season, you're already expecting a thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they've told us.
Yeah,
to expect.
The story to be like, okay, we're going to be following what we kind of set up on certain things. We're going to be focusing on these things. It's like, yeah, I really like seeing, like you said, the Order 66. You know what happened.
Even
like
just this little mission, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I love Bo Katan. I love her character
and doing that.
I like seeing Grogu actually start training as a Mandalorian and them start doing something with his character. Like that stuff, I have no problem with everything in this episode. I'm just a little bummed because I feel like
it just doesn't, like, separately it's good, but like you're expecting certain things.
Yeah,
you know.
It was a cool fight.
No, the fight was cool.
It was a cool creature.
Yeah, the whole, I really like the blacksmith character. I don't know, like I personally just like seeing like her do the work and things like that. I don't know, it's interesting to me. I feel like I could watch a whole episode on them, like, you know, or her like talking about like her work essentially. Yeah. So that's always cool.
Yeah, I agree.
And then like the whole ending. Once again, it does feel a little bit like, how does this link up to the rest of the episode? But, you know, regardless, I still think it's interesting that, you know, like the different types of like questions that can be brought up. Like, okay,
it's like,
do
what
you
did she
believe in
really see the mythosaur?
You know, like, yeah. And like, I don't remember what's the blacksmith? Do you know?
I don't know.
All right, I'm just gonna call
the
it
blacksmith. Everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's interesting to see like does she believe in like the
does it matter?
And the myths? Yeah, and exactly, does it?
Of course, you know that's the most important thing.
I love that kind of stuff.
That's even what like Din said, right? Where he was kind of like, dude, does it matter?
Yeah.
These things are what hold us together, and so whether they're real or not, they're important because their results are real, right? What they achieve, our culture is real. It has real like ties and ramifications and stuff like that. So
yeah, so that type of stuff is it's cool, and I like that they're bringing that up, and I hope that they do that more. You know, exploring those questions, you know, around the Mandalorian kind of like traditions and things like that, especially with Bo Katan, since now that she's in it, like we can really
see both sides.
Yeah, and like explore 100%. That, and I hope that they do that more.
100%.
You know,
yeah. So I look, I enjoyed this overall. I feel like, and I think everybody kind of feels this way. But I mean, let us know in the comments. I'm curious to see what kind of your guys' take on
I'm curious too.
This new season is. But
like, I'm not hating it. But
no, and I enjoyed this episode.
I love it. Yeah.
So yes, as always, full interactions up with the Patreon. Feel free to check us out next week. We're going to be watching Mandalorian every single week here. And yeah, thank you guys just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you stick around. And if you do, we will see you all in the next video.